Hey boys and girls, ChaoticHigh here, bringing you a new video of Runescape gameplay. I'd like to start by just saying this is my first commentary, so go easy on me in the comments. Alright, well, I actually meant to have this video up a lot sooner, practically right after the quest came out, but I had a little problem with my laptop. I actually spilt wine on it, and the mouse stopped working, so that kind of sucked. I couldn't do anything for a while, but I finally got a new mouse, so all is good. I also planned to post a full quest guide video, but it ended up being way too long because I actually did this before any quest guides were up. So I had nothing to go on, so I had to go back to the bank 100 times, and I actually lost track of the video process and messed it all up, so no amount of editing could have fixed it. Kinda sucks, but whatever. Anyway, this video is just a short recording of the last 7 waves of the quest. It's a new quest, came out just a little while ago, called the Elder Kiln, and it also came along with a lot of graphical updates of the Tzhaar caves. By the way, if any of you guys pronounce Tzhaar differently, please let me know in the comments, because I would love to know different ways people say it, because it's always bothered me. Anyway, this is actually ranked as a Master Quest and long, but that kind of confused me. First of all, the requirements are only 75 magic, 60 agility, and 41 mining. So right there and then I was wondering why I was ranked master. I guess it was really just because of the combat level of the monsters you have to fight. As far as the length, yeah, I guess it was pretty long, but that's probably cut in half easily just by having a guide. So honestly, I'd say an hour and a half at most, at the very most. Anyway, in these waves, there's 7 total, and in wave 1 you actually have to fight 2 level 100 melee guys and 1 level 140 range guy. Then in wave 2 you have to fight 1 of each combat type, so you got a range, a magic, and a melee. The range is 140, the magic is 160, and the melee is 180. Then you go to 2 140 rangers, 1 level 160 mage, and then you're in wave 4. It's really not that hard, but honestly the most annoying part is the mages. As you can tell, I actually started praying melee for the mages because they hit more often with melee if you're close to them than anything else. So most of the monsters you fight the entire time are melee. The only time I prayed anything else was when it was just those little guys, level 100s, and a ranger, so I would pray range, but besides that I always prayed melee after I got used to it. Also, in wave 4, there's 2 level 100 meleeers, 140 ranger, and a 160 mage again. Then there's, in wave 5, a 100 melee, 140 range, 160 magic, and 180 melee. In wave 6, there's a level 140 ranger, 2 level 160 mages, and a 180 melee. In all of these waves, I would suggest killing the mages first, because they do a lot of damage with magic. They just don't do it very often if you're wearing the right kind of armor. That's why I would suggest ganodermic or black dragonhide. In the last wave, there's only 1 160 mage and a 140 ranger, but once you kill them, a level 357 champion comes out, but he only uses melee, so he's really... well, actually, I think he came out during the time they were out there. But anyway, he's really easy. It's not really a problem. He's probably one of the easier parts. Yeah, he hits high if he gets lucky on you, but as long as you're wearing decently, strong armor, it's not really a problem. You'll finish him pretty quickly. I would suggest that if you're lower level, I'm level 132 by the way, and maxed melee. I would suggest if you're lower, bring possibly flasks instead of potions, because those are out now. And definitely bring the claws, those were a big help. And chaotic weapons, if you're going to bring a chaotic, bring the Rapier, not the CLS, because the longsword is actually not very effective on these guys, it seemed. I tried to use it about halfway through the quest on one of the waves, or one of the parts, and it didn't work that well, surprisingly enough. I did just get it though, so I haven't had much use with it. I'm not really sure how well it's working for me. I only really got it for bandos. Other than that, Rapier all the way. Alright, so this is the champion right here, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, and as you see, yeah, he'll hit kind of often and all that, but he's pretty easy as long as you pot up. If you have stuff stronger than regular potions or super potions, because I can only make super potions, I'm terrible in herblore, I would definitely suggest bringing extremes or overloads if you can. At the end of the quest, or basically at the end of the waves, you're going to see this guy, you talk to him for a little while, you go through a few different cutscenes, you talk to him, and you'll finish the quest. And that's it. I'll see you guys next time.